Hello, I'm Marco with Home Entertainment, and today we're going to be doing a short demo on Control 4, how to install it on your phone, and how to use it to control the stuff that we installed for you. Okay, today we're going to show you how to log in your phone to connect to your Control 4 system. You're going to click the Control 4 app. You're going to click Connect Now, the first icon up on top. From here, you're going to click Next on the top right-hand corner. The system name really doesn't matter. You can name it whatever you want. For our purposes, we'll leave it as My Control 4 System. After that, you're going to have to type in the email and the password registered to your system. That normally is provided by the programmer, or if not, your salesman will also be able to provide that information for you. The first time you connect, it takes a little bit longer. It should take about a minute. It's going to download all your information for your home. Okay, so now you have successfully connected your phone to the Control 4 system. We are using an iPhone today, but the same process works for Android. Now a little bit about how to use the actual system. This is the demo in our showroom, so of course your home is going to be customized and it's going to look a little different from ours, but the major steps are going to be the same. First, up on top will be the name of the room that you're controlling. If we are controlling more than one room, clicking the name will provide you a drop-down list that you can scroll through. For today, we'll just focus on the first four: living room, kitchen, patio, and ceiling TV. So if you click living room, it'll load up your living room settings. Now your phone might have less icons. Ours is all filled up just because we're doing video, audio, lighting, shades, security, and thermostats. If you're interested, of course, you can always talk to your salesman about adding all the features that Control 4 can do. First, let's start with Watch feature, which will be turning on your TV or projector. If you click on Watch, it's going to list the sources that are available for you. Here in the showroom, we have a cable box and an Apple TV. Yours might be a satellite box or an Xbox, whatever we installed for you and programmed for you. Once you pick the source you want, you'll get a small screen with the remote control. If you notice at the bottom, there's 3 dots. And this is just letting you know that there's more buttons available to you. So if you scroll to the left or to the right, you'll have more options. You also have a 10 key icon at the bottom, which will switch you to the numbers in case you want to type in the channel that you want to watch. And if you click on main, it'll return you back to the original screen. At any time, you can also click the left arrow up on top to go back and choose a different source. We'll choose Apple TV. And if you click on the top left corner, the Control 4 icon, it'll always return you back to the home screen. From here, if you needed to raise the volume or lower the volume, there is a little speaker icon on the top right-hand corner. Clicking that is going to open up a new menu that shows you your volume. You can hit the plus or minus. Okay, now let's show you how to turn off the room once you're finished. You're going to click the speaker icon in the top right-hand corner. It'll open up a power icon here that's available on the top left. Click that. You'll be prompted just asking you if you're sure you want to turn off the room, and just click yes. And it'll shut the room off for you. Okay, let's move on to the listen icon. That's where you can select the music. Here in the listen icon, you're going to have a multitude of choices depending which services we signed you up for. And also you should have an icon that allows you to sign up for new music services. So if you scroll down, you can see that we have Napster, Tidal, Pandora, Spotify, TuneIn, and there's also an Add Music icon. Let's start with the Add Music icon. This will list all the services that Control 4 has available for you. We have most of them installed here in the showroom, but in your home we might have only installed Pandora and TuneIn. You can install the rest of them yourselves, or you can let your salesman know if you need help installing any different services. Let's go back, and we'll test Pandora. Selecting Pandora will show you your station list. and clicking on a station, it'll prompt you if you want to play the station, rename the station, or delete the station. Go ahead and click play. And that will turn on your speakers and start playing the music that you selected. From here, you can always go back if you wish to select a new station. And with Pandora, you can also create a new station. So if you wish to add a station, click Create Station icon at the bottom. Click the search. Type in the name of the artist or the song. Select it from the list. It'll start playing the music that you selected, and it'll also create the station if you wish to go back and play it at a different time. So to turn off the station, click the speaker icon on the top right-hand corner, and click the power button on the top left. Confirm that you wish to turn it off. Done. The next icon is the lighting icon. And let me switch to a different room. For this demo, we'll be controlling our theater lights. We have 3 dimmers installed. Right now, they're all turned off, so they're showing at 0. If you put your finger and drag, you can turn it on to the level that you wish. Let's turn on our sconces. And finally, for the cans, if you just click on the name, it'll turn on to 100% automatically. You can also click on the name to turn them off. From this same screen, you can also access your lighting scenes on the bottom right-hand corner. Now, these lighting scenes are created by your programmer. If you don't show any lighting scenes, go ahead and let your salesman know, and they can talk to you about how to add them to your system. Lighting scenes allow you to turn on a group of lights with the push of one button. And as always, remember clicking on the top left-hand corner on the Control 4 icon will return you to your home screen. Okay, next let's demo the comfort screen. Let's start with the wake up icon. The wake up icon allows you to turn on an alarm, set the time, and select the wake up scene that you wish to use. So this will automatically turn on your room, and depending on the wake up scene you selected, it'll turn on the lights or the music or both for that room. Next, we're going to do the thermostat. Okay, from this screen you can set the heating temperature and the cooling temperature by clicking on the orange or the blue icon. So we can change this to 72 and maybe our cool down to 75. As you can see, now we have a blue circle. That means it turned on the AC because it needs to cool down to 75. You also have fan options. Normally this stays on auto, but you can change it to on if you want the fan on at all times. Okay, you also have a hold icon. What this does, normally it's set to off. Any changes that you make manually to your AC will automatically change it to 2 hours. That means it's going to retain the changes you made for 2 hours before it goes back to its original programming. They also give you the options until next, permanent, and vacation. Some customers like to use the permanent option. Selecting that means whatever changes you make to your thermostat will stay permanently and it will no longer be following the schedule. You also have a vacation icon. Selecting the vacation icon will change your thermostat settings for when you are not in the house. Control 4 also allows you to schedule your thermostat. Here you can see at 9 a.m. It sets the wake schedule, which puts the thermostat at 70 degrees heating and 78 cooling. And at 7:30, it changes them to 62 degrees heating and 80 degrees cooling. There's a little plus icon in the top right-hand corner, which allows you to add additional events. An example would be the wake-up time for, if you want your house to cool down to a certain temperature as you wake up. Maybe another event for when you go to work, when you leave the house. A third event could be when you arrive home. And then a fourth event could be when you go to sleep for the night. So go ahead and select Next once you have your time. And it'll have a few presets for you that you can select. We'll go ahead and select Custom 1. Click Done. So now we added our new custom event that fires off at 11:55. From here you can further edit the event if you wish to change the temperatures. Click Done. And once you have it the way you want it, you're going to want to use the Copy button, which is this sheet of paper up at the top, and copy it to all the days that you want the event to run. If you have more than one thermostat, you can choose to apply it to all thermostats. Select Copy. Go ahead and confirm. There, it's done. You also have an extras icon on the bottom right-hand corner. And what this does is allow you to change between Fahrenheit and Celsius. That concludes our Control4 demo for today. Please remember that if your Control4 system doesn't have all the icons that ours does, that can always be added to your system. And also any advanced features that we didn't cover today, please feel free to contact your salesman or call Home Entertainment so we can set up a personal demo for you.